Hello friends, welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe if you like what you hear on my channel. And if you've been with me for the longest time, I truly appreciate your continued support. I hope you guys are doing well. I am going to give one more advice to immigrants or to anyone really. This advice applies to anyone. So a lot of us, at some point, we're going to buy houses, and that's partly because we all find joy and satisfaction in owning a home. That's something a lot of us live for, especially if you have children, because you want your children to build memories in a place where it feels permanent, right? And so I did that 2 years after we moved to the United States. We bought a house, and our house was a decent house, a decent size house. It was perfect size really for us. But based on what I know today, I would have done things slightly differently. When we bought our house, we bought in a nice neighborhood. The house was, like I can't remember what the price was, but it was a big expense for our family. Not that we couldn't afford it, but we could have bought a much cheaper house and think of it as a starter home rather than, okay, this is our McMansion that we're going to have for the rest of our lives, because none of us will ever be happy, or I should say most of us will not be happy with our first house, because we don't know what we like about a house, especially if we've never owned like a house. We won't know what we like about the house, what we don't like about the house, until we live in it for a few years. The average house in America, most people live in it for at least 7 years. And that's 7 years where you figure out what it is that you like and what you don't like. So my advice to you really is to say, when you buy your starter house, think of it as a starter house. We are trying to figure out what kind of homeowners we want to be. And so to, again, save money for your bigger and better home, I think you should try and spend as little as possible on your first house. Really buy in a good school district where your house can at least appreciate in value quicker. And also make sure that rather than, let's say, putting, I'm just gonna use numbers here roughly, rather than putting $2,000 into your mortgage every month, maybe buy a house where you end up spending, let's say, $1,200 and putting that $800 towards a down payment for your bigger and better house. And then for the next 7 to 10 years, you live in your starter house, and then when you're ready to move, it has accumulated a lot of value, and you've saved hopefully some money to add to whatever money that you're going to get from your starter house, and put a sizable down payment in your bigger and better house. And that's something that I really tried to do, but obviously I missed the mark, because a lot of what I did, I had no advice. Basically, I was just trying to figure out life as it comes, and trying to live the American dream, whatever that means, or whatever that meant for us. It was important for me, for my children, to grow up in a home that I was proud of. But children don't know, a lot of times don't care about those things. Children really care about being around their parents and being around like love and feeling like like they're in a happy place. So rather than be house broke, which is the term that a lot of people use, buy a smaller house and start with that, build value, and then go to your next house where you can put a good down payment, and also make sure that you're still not house broke even though it's a bigger house. So that's my advice to you. I hope you enjoyed this advice. See you next time.